Yes, sir. There's a GC right there, Cliff.
Go.
It's piers. They got concrete piers and wood piers.
Yes, sir.
Checklist. Check out the checklist. We
Yes,
got it for everything we need.
Yes, sir.
Right, you forget some things sometimes.
Mhm.
So this is gonna outline. Make sure you hit every single thing. What's the foundation? Plumbing, electric, painting, flooring, everything. So you don't miss anything.
Okay.
You want to make sure you get all your checks.
Okay. I want to introduce you guys to Cliff Hunter. Cliff is a world-renowned flipper. He actually flips. He's also a GC as well. He's a good contractor. When it comes to all of our renovations, all over the nation, you'll talk to this guy right here.
Hey, breathing again. Some gon' leave like trees in the wind. Well, y'all gon' see like B to begin. That BC days, y'all free to pretend. Hey, cap on the internet, rap, we ain't into that. Fact, I'ma interject crazy. Hey, whack, I'ma intercept that with the intellect. Chat, better give me that gravy. Hey, that mean chicken. Gotta blow that, get it back, never know the cause. Yak, get the black, and a few stacks, never gon' lack any cobras, dog. Hey, I don't got a cross for the NBA. I seen Tobin, the all white promo vid. And if God be for me, I ain't got a mind who against me. Hey, shoot the shot like I'm Curry. Ooh, I don't cap for my pictures. Ooh, narrow way, but I'm sturdy. Yeah, I don't pass on the scriptures. Ayy, walk with him 4 seasons. Never going back is no reason. Devil trying to tag you, throw demons. I don't never lack, I'm pro defense. Double check y'all Twitter feeds. It's a whole lot of big cap, like a biz hat, no ministry. Yeah, the wall fall like winter leaves. And if you don't got Christ in the middle with the bread like a centerpiece, you'll probably gotta read too. No sheep food, so hard for the inner piece. All cap like Captain America. Cap Capsaicin and capture the area. Cap Crunch, Cap Marvel.
What's good, baby? It's your boy Dale. I'm back in the saddle again. Our motto is to buy, build. We already bought it already, so we already own it, free and clear. Refinance to long-term debt, cash flow. That is the motto. Cliff, man, is that a pretty strong motto, man? What do you think?
Man, the model is strong. Like, you're getting each piece of the invest, right?
What it do, y'all? It's your partner Dale and Cliff back in the saddle again for another edition of The Investor's Edge, formerly known as Real Estate Friday Live. Y'all, Cliff, how you doing? Big time, you doing all right, brother?
Yeah, man, doing good, man. Busy week, but man, I'm doing good, man.
Yeah. Number one, did we get the bag? Did we get the bag, big dog?
Yeah, we got the bag, bro. It was a good
we got
week.
the bag. Yeah, we did, guys. It was a good week for your partner as well, man. I mean, blessings upon blessings, which was great. Busy, but good. Yeah. And we did make some bread. We made some money, y'all. That's for sure. So, guys, man, real quickly, guys, if you could do me a favor real fast. If you're on TikTok, do us a favor. Tap on that screen. Tap. Also, share it out, guys. And if you're on any other platform, like, share, and subscribe, guys. And if there's a little bell on the platform, hit that, boy. So when we come live, you come kick it with Cliff and I, man. Guys, today, man, we got a topic today for your behind the day, guys. Yo, it is clear to see we actually have a licensed appraiser on the screen. Let me get rid of this real fast, guys. So, guys, Cliff, real quickly, for those, this is all about real estate and private equity and also crypto. How often do we have a private equity investor and a licensed appraiser on the screen at the exact same time? We're looking at real estate. Cliff, how normal is that?
Nah, man. No, very few times you're going to get them together to be able to talk about or even tell you what's going on behind the scenes with appraisals.
It's real simple. So, guys, this is going to be one of them ones today. One of them ones. We talking about real estate and strategy. I'm going to give you a technique today. That's going to shock your skull. So get your pen papers out, guys, real fast. We're going to dive into it. Here's our topics for today, guys. Yo, this is right now. It's been projected like this market is worse than 2008. We also going to be talking about subject to investing, what that looks like and what it is. Number 3, creative finance. We're talking about seller finance. We're talking about lease purchases. We're talking about wrap mortgages. We're talking about it all today. So get your pens and pads out today, guys, because you're getting the game. All right, guys, let's get into this thing, guys. The first topic, Cliff. Yo, this thing here. Cliff, How is this right now? I'll make this a little smaller. Cliff, how is this right now? When it comes to the marketplace right now, Cliff, how is it? Is this a good market or is this not a good market? Talk to about it.
Nah, it's not a good market.
Okay. Would it be safe to conclude, Cliff, that is this worse than 2008 or is it not worse than 2008?
It's not worse than 2008 because 2008 they still had the markets were falling, right?
Yeah.
But you still had actually a large amount of investors still coming in to be able to purchase those homes, and it was very specific, right? So it was largely happening in Florida, a lot in California. But there's certain areas where it was happening a lot. Now it's everywhere. It's not just those specific homes or specific areas. It's everywhere with every house. We rallied from like 2000 or to 2020 to about 2023.
Yep.
We've been flat to down since then.
Yep. He's right, guys. Right now, it's smelling like 2008. In my opinion, it's smelling that way. Doesn't mean that it is, but it's smelling that way because I think they're going to, with the new Fed chairman coming in, guys, and him wanting to cut rates. I think it's going to be kind of aggressive, but not too aggressive. But I think it's going to be aggressive because he doesn't want to be kind of filleted from the PR standpoint from President Trump. But what I would say is this here is I believe that's what's going to happen, Cliff, is they're going to begin rolling out a lot of 2001, 2, and 3 lending programs. I believe they are, and it's going to be backed by the federal government because I believe that Trump and his team are betting heavy on cryptocurrency. I believe they're going to do the exact same thing from a digital standpoint. The exact same thing they did in 2001, 2, and 3, right? I'm talking about 1% down, 0% down, 0.3% down, and they're going to inflate it away by rolling it over to the crypto platform, hence the reason why they have the Stable Act, right? To open back up, because everything's going to be backed by the government. Every single thing, Cliff. You think I'm right, Doc? You think I'm wrong?
Yeah, I mean, it's possible. Crypto is going to be unique, but for me, I think crypto really what's happening there is they're solidifying themselves with treasury bonds. That's what's happening, and they're forcing the world to be able to use the U.S. dollar,
correct,
Tether, right, or another stable coin. Because if you're living in another country, it just makes sense. You're not going to choose that other currency when you can hop on your phone. You can get the dollar.
Correct.
That's really going to stabilize it there. I mean, as far as the real estate, I mean, they're going to have interest rates are going to come. I think he wants them to come down.
Yeah.
The problem is that the Fed has so much debt on their books. I don't know how much he can really cut without cutting some information, cutting some debt from their accounts.
Yeah, I got you, but I think this is the reason why the Stable Act was so pivotal. Remember, this was the first thing Trump pushed when he got reelected was the Stable Act, and it's for them to inflate the debt away. That is their whole play.
True.
If crypto is tied to treasuries, right, you're forcing the entire world to go to a new financial system, right? Which is really just making the dollar this is another version of the petrodollar, but it's really called the petrodigital dollar. So all it realistically is, when 95% of all cryptocurrency transactions worldwide are done through the US dollar, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
They have no other choice.
True.
You know what I'm saying? And so now, Cliff, before we go a little bit more in this, because guys, I know Cliff is a licensed appraiser and also a real estate investor, but he knows a lot about cryptocurrency, a ton about it. I know a little, he knows a lot. Cliff, let's bring in our guys from Reventure, RE Consultant. He's going to talk about, guys, 45% of contract signings have dropped and what that actually means, okay? And let's bring him in real quickly, guys, and let's see what he's talking about. And we can kind of give some counsel. Here we go. Let's get it in. Come on now. Come on, man. Okay. There we go. No, not what I wanted, yo. Come on, player, get it right. It's not what I want. Oh, here we go. So I got you guys. Here we go. Let's get into it. Here we go. Let's get into it.
In today's video, I'm going to tell you guys about some new data on the US housing market that suggests that buyers are dropping out left and right, and that we're mired in the biggest home buyer strike in US history. New data from the National Association of Realtors is showing that pending home sales have fallen to their lowest level ever for the beginning of the spring housing market. The pending sales index was 73.7 in March 2026.
Wow.
You can see that's the lowest level for any March. And why that's a concern for a lot of sellers on the market is that lower pending sales and contract signings today is going to lead to fewer closings in April and May. But one thing I want to talk about is some of the misreporting that's still going on in the US housing market, specifically related to this National Association of Realtors pending sale report. So every month, the National Association of Realtors comes out with this report measuring how many contract signings there were for existing houses. And you can see we are at basically the lowest level ever for contract signings.
Wow.
Down 30% from normal, down 45% from the pandemic peak. So you look at this graph and you say, this is not good for the housing market demand. This is not good for sellers. However, when you look at the mainstream reporting of this story, Reuters is claiming that there was a surprise increase in home buyer demand in March. The Wall Street Journal is talking about how pending sales went up in March. And pretty much every news outlet I found was talking about an improvement in pending sales, an improvement in contract signings, an improvement in buyer demand. And what these sources all focused on was this small gain from February 2026 to March 2026. You can see it here on the screen. This is the gain visually. 1.5% increase from February to March, but it was still lower than it was in March last year and the lowest March of all time. And these news outlets are reporting as if this is a improvement in buyer demand. Now,
so guys, come back to me, Cliff. Guys, you guys, you're gonna have to understand, spending is going to happen. It's going to happen. Spending is going to happen. And if you are not at all privy, understand what's going on, you're going to get taken advantage of. He's right, 1.5% uptick, and you had everybody in their mama, from Wall Street Journal, New York Times, New York Post, all of the news outlets were saying, look at the market is about to explode. It was all bullshit. Am I right, Cliff? Am I wrong?
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. I mean, we're seeing crazy amounts of people pulling out of deals because, so what's happening is the market is basically, this is inflation happening. You get to see it real time. This is how sticky it is, right? When they say it's sticky, it sticks around, right?
Yeah.
Because the reason why is because when prices go up, people get used to that value. When you see your neighbor's house go from 200 to 400,000,
correct.
Well, a year, 18 months later, you want at least 350.
Correct.
They got 400, you want at least 350.
Yes.
Right? So that neighborhood just went up. All the houses just went up. So when you have that, that's that stickiness. And now they don't want to drop prices. If they don't want to drop the prices, there's less buyers. And that's what you get the situation we're in now.
Exactly. Now, Cliff, as a licensed appraiser, right? When you are appraising a property, or let's say a SFR, right? And you get to get a valuation back, how much concessions are you actually seeing sellers having to give buyers just to keep them into the deal?
Usually, now I would say it's probably, most of the properties I'm seeing is a concession. And then it's a good amount. So you're talking about 5%. It's not crazy to see that in a concession. Sometimes bigger. And what's happening now is crazy is you're seeing it on new construction. Big concessions that they're trying to give away to try to do buy downs, whatever they can in order to try to get a buyer. Right now, I'm telling you right now, if you're not looking to buy, you probably can get some good deals that in the long run are going to work out because you just throw out a number. I mean, I'm seeing people I saw a property the other day where somebody got a house for 180. It didn't need anything crazy, but properties were selling for 400 in that area.
Guys, he's not lying. For instance, my aunt, right, who will remain nameless, bought a new construction property. Cliff, I am not lying. When they walked in, Doc, they found the house, walked in, All she gave, guys, I ain't lying, is earnest money of $3,000. Literally, she used an FHA loan to buy the house. Okay? At the closing, Cliff, they gave her the $3,000 back. She got in for zero down because of all the damn incentives that she got from the builder. Zero, and it included all the appliances. I ain't lying. And I said, what the? I thought she used a VA loan. No, it was an FHA loan. That's why I said these, and her loan is cool, but I'm like, I'm smelling something coming because you can't have a market, guys, without the subprime market being involved. They're going to have to do this. They got to do something because the market is not churning. Cliff, am I tripping on my right?
Nah, it's not moving. Because if you don't have to sell, you're not really selling, right? But it depends, right? The big cities, here's what's happening. This is what I'm noticing. I'm gonna give you all the insight, right? I see it every day. If you're in the big cities, what ends up happening is your margin is lower, right? You're not getting these big deals.
Correct.
But your deals will sell. There's still enough people in the big cities, like you say, like a Dallas, a Houston, San Antonio.
Yep.
There's still enough demand that you could sell it at a lower price. It will sell. Correct. Right. Days on market will be longer. What I think is happening is people are still wanting the peak price when really it's probably dropped 20% at least, if not 30% from the top.
Correct. Now, somebody on TikTok just asked. They said, "What builder?" Guys, she told me the name of the builder. Forgive me, I forgot the name of the builder. But she lives in Houston. Okay, and so they're in the house. Great. It was a huge blessing, and they have a great loan, and a great interest rate. Great loan. So her structure was spot on. Great for them. I'm taking that to say, okay, something is coming, because if home builders are doing this, they're desperate. For instance, we were looking for a new construction project here in, as far as house for me and my wife, and we walked into a home builder which is well known, and the first thing the guy said is, he said, "Give me a price." That has never happened in history of my life, ever happened at all. Because of the fact that they weren't the ones selling in the houses. So, guys, right now is a good way for you to get a deal. Cliff, would you agree, man, or would you disagree?
Nah, it's a good time to get in. I mean, renting. So what's happening now is the other side of that. So this goes back to economics, right? So what happens when you have prices that are stagnant? They don't want to sell, and there's not many houses on the market. Yeah. You have less transactions. Yeah. Right. So transaction volume was low. Yeah. Okay. Are people just not moving? Not as much. So what's happening to rents? Yeah. They're going up because people aren't selling homes. So they're renting homes. Correct. And the rent prices are starting to go up.
They are. So guys, if you can become a good negotiator, locate good deals, right? And write this down. If those have left the live stream, you're bad. It is what it is. I'm gonna give you guys a nugget real fast, and this is gonna lead into our next segment. Okay? Do you know what you should be looking at when it comes to buying properties right now? Expired listings. Now, why is that? Because that is a seller that could not sell their house for some odd reason, but they may be motivated to get out of it. Hello, that's a deal potentially. Or long days on the market. Long days on the market, guys. I'm getting, write that down. Distressed properties and long DOMs, or days on markets. Know the acronyms. DOM is days on markets. Markets, all that means. Okay, now let's go to the next topic, Cliff, real fast, man. Guys, next topic, guys, real quickly. Get out of the way. All right, here's the next topic. All right, now, why did we go there for? The reason why is because of the fact that there's a technique called subject to investing. All right, how investors are taking over existing low interest loans. A lot of people, what they're doing right now, guys, is they're saying, bump getting a new loan. I'll just find a motivated seller that can't sell their property, or they may be in a bad situation, right? And just take over their existing mortgage at a 2% interest rate. Now you must say, Dale, why are they in a bad situation? It's 2%. Great. Remember, back in 2020, right, 2021, people manufactured pay raises. Why? By borrowing more on their credit cards, which added more, as another liability to the balance sheet at a higher per month price point. Now what happens is the DTI, debt to income ratio, goes up. So what happens now is it's kind of hard for the banker to get them approved for a certain loan amount, right? What actually don't know happens. Then you saw the Trump administration. They came out and said, you know what? You can actually add crypto to your personal balance sheet so that they can actually become more bankable. Most Americans may not have any crypto. So now what? This is why this is a good technique. Cliff, you want to tell what this is real fast, man?
Yeah, you're just buying the property subject to the underlying lien. So basically, you're just taking over the payments.
That's what you're doing. And then, guys, here is where you make the money, guys. All right. Here is a subject to investing example. And I'm gonna get this right. Boom, here we go. I want you guys to see this. I'm gonna bring this down a little bit. Bring me over here. Here we go. All right. Here is a subject to investing tool right here, guys. All right. Here we go. Now, what does it look like? Very simple, guys. It says, here are the owner's problems. Very simple, right? Here's the owner's problem. In fact, I'm gonna make it bigger, Cliff, so it's on here so people can see it's on the bigger screen. There we go. It's better. All right. Here we go. Here's the owner's problems. Either they're behind on their payments, right? Behind on taxes, right? Can't afford the payment, or there's no equity in the property. That's called a distress situation, right? This is when you step in. All right, this is the investor's opportunity, right? You can bring the payments current, right? Which is pretty cool. Number two, you can also bring the taxes current. You can do that. Number three, you can take over the payment after doing all that, right? Number four, there's no credit check needed because you're coming in to make the deal the right deal, right? Now, what do you do to kind of ensure that this is done right? You contact the mortgage lender or the mortgage servicer, and you confirm the mortgage info and you confirm the tax info, right? And then here's your success. Simple. What's simple is you now have ownership of the property, right? Number two, you've added to the balance sheet, so you have balance sheet growth, and also if you structure it the right way, right, you have monthly cash flow. Let me give you guys an example real quickly, and I'll bring me back a little bigger, okay? Now, I did this back in 2008, Cliff, 9, 10, 11, right? I took over 8 properties subject to in 3 different states, Texas, North Carolina, and Missouri. 8 for $0. The payments were current. The distress situation was the individual that owned the properties worked for a media network and they got tired of real estate. So he said, man, just take over the payments for me. So I took them over and I actually owned the property on title. I did. Cliff, guess how much the interest rate was on those properties? Okay, hear you. Say it again.
About like 2 or 3%.
It was 2.5%. And guess what I did was I structured it as a seller finance transaction. Guess how much I was actually charging my end buyer in interest.
Oh man, you probably was up there 9-10%.
Yes, sir. I was actually pocketing 7.5% interest, amortized over 30 years. You see the power of this thing now? I was making more money than the bank. Clifford, is that normal when it comes to subject investing?
I mean, yeah, you can. If you're able to find sellers who have lower interest rates, man, you can do it all day.
all day long. Now, why do I say this here, guys? All right, we're going to pivot over to our next topic real quickly. Why are we talking about subject to investing? Is the reason why is because of the fact that we believe, and we actually know for a fact, to be honest with you guys, is creative financing, which is what subject to realistically is the new wave. There's a guy by the name of Pace Morby. Follow him. Pace Morby. Follow him. Pace Morby. Morby. He is the GOAT of subject to investing. I'm good. Cliff is good. This dude is the GOAT. I ain't gonna lie to you. He's the man. I gotta give it to him. All he does is buy properties on subject to. It's been 20 years since he's had his credit pulled. The dude owns 2,000 doors. 2,000 doors. 1,000. All subject to. The guy bought a 162 unit apartment complex lift in, I think it was in Arizona, completely self-financed. Yes. And he's netting on an annual basis $176,000 net. Net, baby.
So, man, that's crazy because it's like, why? How did he get the cash flow?
Well, what he did was, again, write this down, y'all. Write this down. Y'all gotta write this down. All right, y'all. Write this down for those who want to learn this. What he does, which is I think is brilliant. What he does is he looks for those landlords that own these properties that may be elderly that are just trying to exit the landlord game.
I see. So
see what I'm saying?
He wants people who, okay, let me get this straight. You let me know. The landlord knows the property cash flows.
Yes.
But they don't want a big exit. They just want the cash flow. And so they just want to sell it, have you take over it, and I just get the cash flow because I know that's what it does.
Exactly. They get the benefit of cash flow without actually having to be the landlord. Then I become the banker. That's it. Now, what Pace does a lot of the times is he negotiates a crazy interest rate. I ain't gonna tell y'all what that is. You got nothing on your own. You know what I'm saying? But it's a crazy, and people agree to it. Because a lot of these homeowners or people that actually own these properties own them free and clear with no debt. With no debt.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Or they have debt, which is fine, and they do a wrap mortgage. Guys, what a wrap mortgage is, all a wrap mortgage is there's existing debt on the property right now. That's all it is. And you wrap a higher debt around the senior position debt. That's all the wrap mortgage is. The wrap mortgage the interest rate may be 3%, but they charge you 7%. And they're pocketing the difference between 7 and 3. It's a wrap mortgage. You're wrapping the existing mortgage on the property.
Right.
That's all it is. That's all it is, guys. But again, guys, this is creative financing. This is running rampant right now. Those that know this right now are killing it. They're going to kill it. Kill it. Right now, I actually launched a fund that's going to do this all day long. All day long. And we're going to own the mortgage banking side, the insurance side, the title company side, the appraising side, the home inspection side, and the construction side, and the private equity side. Seven profit centers. 7. Yes. Why? Because it works. It works. Cliff, am I lying? Let me know. Am I lying? Let me know.
No, it definitely works. I've actually met somebody who's doing 30 a month.
30 a month? How he scaled up to that, Cliff?
30. I met him. I saw his place. I saw his Bentley. They're killing it. And when I saw what they're doing, I said, "What are y'all doing?" They said, "Oh, we're investors." I said, "Okay, what strategy?" They said, "Subject to." And I was like, "How many of y'all doing?" They said, 30 a month. I said, 30 a month, and the deal must have equity.
Wow. Now, how they locate these deals with equity?
Door knocking.
Door knocking, Cliff?
They were
just
100%
walking is just
door knocking. They have a team, and they door knock. They said that he told me I have the best door knocking system in Dallas.
And they ain't lying because he ain't lying because look what he doing.
So he's doing it, man. I saw it. Like I was like, man, like, and I'm trying to dig into it. Like, how in the world are you? But he said pretty much basically it's acting fast. As soon as it hits public data, he's at the house in less than 3 hours.
He has to have a robust system to get that accomplished. Jesus. I mean, that in 3 hours? Woo. Crazy time. That is a great system, man. Again, guys, creative financing. Now get this. What if you could actually, Cliff, reinvert a flip by using creative financing? In other words, all right, let's say if you bought a property straight cash, $20K, right? And I'm gonna use one of our deals that we did in Jackson, $20K, right? We put about 40 into it. It's worth $85,000. Well, actually 110, right? 110. We're good. We got it, right? And we all in at $55,000. Not a bad spread. If it's worth 110, we all in 55. It makes sense. Well, yeah, it's 55, which is fine, right? So now what's happening is we all in at 55. Cliff, what if we actually lease that property out, lease purchase, for a 24 to 36 month time frame, agree to a purchase price, right? At the exit at 36 months, right? Each year it goes up 5% if you can't get us out for 3 years. And if you cannot refinance us out in 3 years, we'll just convert your lease into a promissory note, right? So now what's happening is we become your bank for you. Then we turn around in 6 months and sell the note at 97%.
Yeah, that's smart. I mean, that's because if you get the lease option, you having the lease. If you don't miss a payment for 3 years, convert it. Now you've actually, and then you have the lease option as part of the payment, and you tracked it like it was a loan. Yeah, now you can sell that paper.
Now, Cliff, this is what you said a couple months ago. What if he added crypto to that thing? Crypto, because remember you were saying, what if you connected crypto to the leasing component to where they actually can grow into ownership that way?
Exactly. Depends on how you do it. Once you break it down, basically a piece of that payment is converted into equity, basically. Right? The hard part is the tracking. There has to be a central company. Like I'm telling a servicing company would be genius if they came up with a way to do that and said, hey, we know how to micromanage 2-3 investors, 4 or 5 investors on one property, and they can manage it.
God, you talking about money hand over fist.
Because everybody, think about it. You could sell portions of your equity. Hey, man, I got a house it's worth 500. We owe 200. I'll give you 70,000 worth of my equity for 40,000 cash today. You might buy it. There might be investors who you're going to do what? Yeah. And then the servicing company can provide that lien and that documentation. Peace.
Now watch this, guys. You might say that makes sense. Watch this. Let's say if you actually have a loan out on the property. You can still do the same play, the same play. But you may say, Dale, I have a loan out on it. But let's say, for instance, I have an LLC and I had to PG the loan. Okay, no problem with it at all. But I want to go buy a new house for myself, right? How can I do that? Because I PG this loan. I'm rocking with you. You understand that when you actually have a loan service in place, the loan service can actually provide documentation to where the lender would now say that's the investment property now. So you actually go out and utilize the VA and FHA again. It's real. It's not really hard, guys, at all. But man, I told you guys, we be giving you guys game today. If you need to re-listen to this again, re-listen to it again. Because we gave y'all some game today. All right, man. This is the reason why, guys. What we do, guys, is very simple. We are giving away a free ebook that talks about distressed properties. And newsflash, one of those that slide for subject to is in the book. That's from the book. How you get the book? It's real simple, guys. It's free. Scan on the QR code on the screen in the show notes below. Click on the link or DM me the word real estate, and my team gets you the link out immediately today. Very simple. It's not hard, guys. Very simple. Number 2, guys, we have a licensed appraiser on the screen. On the screen, Cliff. Tell them about appraisal.com. Tell them about that.
Just go to the website. So that's the appraisal office. Just give us a call, fill out the form. We do consulting. We do appraising. We also do for commercial. We actually work as part of a team to get that done. So we can do consulting in all 50 states. Commercial, let us know. We can try to hook you up with somebody in all 50 states. And in Texas, we can do residential. So just go to the website, give us a call. We're there to be able to help you in if you're trying to flip a property, you're just trying to get the value.
Real simple, guys. And then lastly, guys, and then we'll be done. You may say, Dale, I don't want to have to do anything real estate. I'm rocking with you. Let me give you 3 words that you need to know. 2. Fintech banking. Fintech banking. That stands for financial technology banking. Why? You guys understand that Spirit Airlines closed this week. That was a sad story. They closed this week. It was the most janky leg airlines in history of mankind. I would never ride that. I never ride that at all. I gladly pay American my money. I gladly paid them my money. But anyways, guys, the reason why they failed is because they didn't have a subscription model in place. What was the subscription model? It was a fintech banking model. What was that? Guys, have you ever noticed that when you actually go flying, what does American Airlines, United Airlines, and Delta Airlines offer you? A credit card, right? With a partnership with let's say, American Express, Bank of America, MasterCard, Visa, right? They have a partnership with them. What do they give you? They give you what? Points. Am I right, Cliff? They give you points, right?
Right.
Those points count as cash to them. Count as cash because Spirit, American Airlines, all the ones, they didn't make enough money on the selling of the tickets. That's a razor thin profit margin. They made nothing on ancillary fees. How do they make their money? Simple, by becoming a fintech bank, by offering you a credit card and paying you rewards points, and those points act as cash for them. Guys, did you understand that American Airlines made $9 million from that partnership with the banks? It's crazy town. So again, fintech banking, guys. You want to know what that is, guys? Simple. DM me to our mentor. Get on the QR code on the screen. Click on the show links below. If you want to say anything, man, before we get off, we know.
Nah, same thing, man. You're always one deal away.
One deal away, guys. All right, guys. God bless you guys. See you guys next week, guys. All right, y'all. Peace.
My whole thing is, one thing I hear a lot of the times when it comes to anybody in real estate is, I don't have the money or the credit or the time or the intellectual property. And I said, okay, no problem. I have the money, have the credit, have the relationships. I'll teach you how to locate a good deal, right? Buy below wholesale.
I love that.
And once I teach you that, right, I'll bring me the deal. I help you underwrite the deal, which is fine. I'll even fund the transaction for you as well. So there's no excuses on the table at all. That's why we call that the cash flow club, period. So what happens is people always ask me all the time, Dale, can you train me? Well, I don't have the time to do that. But what if I set up a platform for it to where you get on-demand training? Anytime you want to, because the training you may need may be after you get off work, early in the morning, during the day. You just log into your account and get the same training as if I'm sitting there one-on-one. We're talking about our attorneys, our general contractors, our appraisers, as well as me, talking about how to structure your business, how to put together what they call a power team. A power team is very important. How to put a deal together, right, and buy it at the right price point. How to market. That's one technique that people don't understand. That you can actually get a list of properties that from your city for free.
Whoa. So walk me through that. Like, you can physically get buildings or homes or properties available for free?
Yeah, I'll send you guys the bill in the mail. It's real simple. What you can do is you can actually call down to your city. and ask for the violations division. What happens is you say, hey, I want to see what homes in our city actually have violations. No, what are violations? High grass, no paint, vacant. You have boards on there. Those are actually violations that the city, or citation that the city has actually levied against that property. They'll give you that list for free. It may be a little bit of a fee, maybe $100.
Sure.
But it is what it is. Then what you do is you actually you can contact those sellers of those properties one-on-one.
Wow, and that's how you make your money. That's one way. That's one way.
If you'd like to learn how successful real estate investors make money when they acquire real estate and not when they sell it, click on the link below, swipe up, DM me the word to real estate to download our free ebook, Distressed Property Investing. The blueprint is in the ebook. Stay blessed. I'll let your partner and download the ebook today. What's good, guys? It's your partner Dale here, man. Hey, I always say that when it comes to real estate, I think this is the best time. The next 3 to 5 years is the best time, in my opinion, to begin to invest in real estate. Whether you are a seasoned investor or a novice investor, this is the best time, in my opinion, to invest in real estate. Now, why would I say that? It's very simple. Whenever there is some stagnation within the real estate industry, that's the best time to get deals, right? Deals are what attract the capital, right? A good deal will always attract good capital. Now, what's a good deal? Well, I like buying distressed properties below wholesale. The skill to buying right is learning how to locate distressed properties in your city, county, or state. Now, the good thing about it is we are giving away a free ebook called Distressed Property Investing. We talk about different ways of locating distressed properties in your city, county, state, what to look for, who to call, things of that nature. It is free. Once you master this type of skill of locating distressed properties, you'll never be broke ever again, because good deals attract the right capital. All right, guys? So to get the free ebook, click on the link below, scan on the QR code here on the screen, or you can DM us the word real estate and my team will get you out this free ebook. Again, it's completely free. Just want to get you this information so you can begin to get the bag while buying real estate. Stay blessed and holla at your partner. What if you could help families lower their bills and get paid for it? Healthcare premiums, insurance rates, and loan interest just keep climbing higher. And most people just keep paying without knowing that there's a better way. We use a fintech platform that connects people to lower healthcare costs, competitive auto and home insurance, better loan products, higher yield bank deposits, and even ways to cut energy costs, all in one place. It's the same technology that banks and big corporations use currently. But now entrepreneurs like us can leverage this technology to build an income stream and help others save. Take our 30-second assessment to see if this business model is a fit for you. Click on the link, watch the short video after, and let's explore what's possible.
Bless God, give